It's a good time to silence the cell phones and set them safely away. And so good morning, everybody. My name is Brother Mark. I'm a practitioner emeritus at Center for Realization of Spirit, CRS Redlands. So we're going to start the meditation portion of today's service. And we always do that by taking the divine, sacred, and holy breath. We take that in. And we gently exhale out. Anything it took to be here in this present moment in time, just let it all go. And again, together we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And we release and exhale anything and everything that does not match all that is divine. Just let it go. Let it go through your exhale. Let it go through the soles of your feet to Gaia, Mother Earth, to recycle, refresh, restore, make new. And again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And on our exhale out, we release all that does not match, all that is sacred. Just release that through your exhales. Release it through every pore and every fiber and all the cells of your beingness. Release all that is not sacred through the feet to Gaia, Mother Earth, to recycle, refresh, restore, repurpose. And again, we take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And this time on our exhale, we release all that does not match, all that is holy. Holy with an H and holy with a W. We release that back to the nothingness from where it came. Through our exhales, through every pore in our skin, through every cell and fiber and molecule of our being, through the feet, back to Gaia, Mother Earth, to recycle, restore, refresh, repurpose, and make into a useful fertilizer for good. And we just return to our normal breathing pattern now. Reminded that all that is divine, all that is sacred, and all that is holy is always within us. It's in us, as us, through us, at all times. And let's take a couple moments to sink into the center of the I am that I am with this knowledge. I am divine. I am divine. I am divine. Allow your divinity to swirl and circle through every organ, action, function, cell, and fiber of your being. Allow it in a new way this day to have its full sway. For your highest and best good, I am divine. I am divine. I am divine. If you're willing, allow for yourself to feel your divinity in a whole new way, in an expanded way. I am divine. Inviting you to sink even deeper into the stillness of the I am that I am, to that sacred place of the Most High. I am sacred. I am sacred. I am sacred. Allow for the sacredness to have its full sway in, through, and as every organ, action, function, cell, fiber, and atom of your being. I am sacred. Remind yourself, say to yourself, I am sacred. And if you're willing, allow for your sacredness to have its full sway in, through, and as your very life and being, right here and right now, for your highest and best good. I am sacred. Allow for your sacredness to heal you in any area that may be in struggle or strife, in any sense of pain or doubt or fear or worry or dread or trepidation. Allow for your sacredness to have its full sway. I am sacred. I am holy. I am holy. Remind yourself, I am holy. There is time to sink in even deeper into the center of the I am that I am. Reminding ourselves, I am holy. I am holy. I am holy. If you're willing, allow for your holiness to have its full sway in, through, and as your very life. Through every organ, action, function, cell, fiber, and atom of your being. Remind yourself and allow your holiness to reveal itself in a powerful and magnificent way. I am holy. By your willingness, allow for any healings, any revelations, insights, demonstrations, manifestations for your highest and best good. Healing from pain, recovery. What looks like a miracle is ordinary because I am holy. Again, we take time to breathe that in as if for the first time. I am holy. Allow it through your entire beingness to have its full sway. I am holy. Allow for any healings, demonstrations, manifestation, realization, insight. I am holy. you're ready, join me in reminding yourself, I am holy, holy. The first holy is with the W, the second holy is with the H, capital W, capital H. I am holy, holy. Allow for this reminder to permeate through the entire beingness of the conscious, unconscious, subconscious, any other consciousnesses. I am holy, holy. I am holy, holy. And allow that knowing to have its full sway in, through, and as your very life, for your highest and best good, right here and right now. I am holy, holy. And so allow for any healing that wants to take place to have its full sway. For your highest and best good, with the reminder, I am holy, holy, even now, right now, especially now. And with this next divine, sacred, and holy breath, I'm inviting you to bring your attention and awareness back to the physical. Grateful for this time of sacred stillness and reminders that indeed each of us is divine, each of us sacred, each of us holy. Just allow for your heart space to fill with gratitude. We would bring ourselves back to the moment in time, the physical, our space within the sanctuary, wherever you're sitting. You may want to tap the fingertips gently together, tap the toes to the ground, bringing ourselves back to Mother Earth Gaia. And when you're ready and in your own time, gently allow for the outer eyelids to open, refreshed and restored, reinvigorated, healed, transformed, made new. And again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath together, fully present, aware, back to the sanctuary space, grateful for one another, grateful for this time of setting the intention of healing for all those who enter the double doors, to reveal what is for their highest and best good, with no delay. I'm grateful to each of you, I am. This concludes the meditation portion of the service. Peace and blessings, and namaste.
Thank you, Brother Mark. Look at the person next to you. Say, God loves you and I love you too. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. Come together. We come together. We come together in the name of love. We come together. We come together. We come together in the name Take a look at the person next to you. Say, I recognize the God in you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, from every walk of life, every creed and color, in kinship we unite, in honor of the love in each other. Take a look at the person next to you. Say, namaste, I bow to you. Feel the love in the sanctuary. Lift your voice, repeat after me. We come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of love, we come together. We come together. We come together. In the name of get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey. Yeah, yeah, I'm in the right place at the right time, just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time, so are you, just where I'm supposed to be. When my soul is welcome here, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. 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 My soul is welcome. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Yeah, my soul is welcome here. I am getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. Getting a message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. And I say it again. Good morning, everybody.
everyone. Welcome to the Center for the Realization of Spirit in Redlands. Thank you to everyone joining us live in our beautiful sanctuary, and to those who follow us on Facebook Live and watch remotely on YouTube, welcome. My name is Anne, and it is truly an honor and a privilege to welcome you to our Sunday celebration service. We are a New Thought spiritual community and all-inclusive to all the spiritual truths from all the world's religious traditions and spiritual paths. We focus on the philosophy of science of mind, which was developed in the early 20th century by writer and lecturer Reverend Dr. Ernest Holmes, who developed a fresh new way for us to look at ourselves and how we fit into our world. We honor all people from every background, all races, sexual orientations, gender expressions, and spiritual paths. No matter who you are or where you are on your journey of faith, you are always welcome here. If you are with us for the first time, please raise your hand and allow us to properly greet you. Yay, welcome. We are delighted to have you all with us today. A gentle reminder to please silence your cell phones and place them safely away so you may participate more fully in the service. Thank you.
There's one thing that occurs to me every time I hear we welcome people from every spiritual path. And it's a quote by Jiddu Krishnamurti, and it's key to understanding his philosophy. He's sort of a Indian Advaita guru, which is sort of the Hindu version of New Thought. And one of his famous quotes is, "The truth is a pathless land." So if there is no path, just the universe. Just relax. Hear your heartbeat. Feel the movement in the quiet and the still. Take a breath. Release it slowly. There's nothing here to do, no need to fill. Every moment's just a fantasy that's of our own device. It's gone in the twinkling of an eye. Every memory's just make-believe, the stuff of hopes and fears that we've chosen to enshrine. I wonder why. Be at peace for a moment. For a moment's all we have. A moment's all we have. A moment's all we have and ever will.
So I invite you to take in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. Let's do that in together. We take that in. With our exhale, we release all that does not match, all that is sacred. Just let it go. Let it go through your exhales. Let it go through the soles of your feet to the ground. back to Gaia, Mother Earth, to recycle, restore, refresh, make new. Again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. And this time we exhale and surrender anything and everything that does not match all that is sacred. We let it go with ease, let it go with grace, back to the nothingness from which it came. And again, we breathe in the divine, sacred, and holy breath. We exhale and surrender all that does not match all that is holy. We let it go back to the nothingness through our exhales, through the soles of our feet to Gaia, Mother Earth, to recycle, restore, refresh, make new, repurpose into something that can be useful for the greater and highest good of all concerned. And as we return to our normal breathing pattern, we're reminded that indeed I am divine. If you are with that at this moment, just say and repeat to yourself, I am divine. I am sacred. I am holy. And earlier we did a double whammy. I am holy, holy. I am holy, holy. And so it is from this place of recognition that I speak a word of blessing, knowing that the divine, all that is sacred, all that is holy is in this place, it's in this space, it's in me, it's in you. And it is who we are in truth. And so from this platform of oneness and unification, I speak a word of blessing over today's service. I know it continues to unfold with a sense of joy and grace, a sense of gratitude for our being alive. That means we're on purpose. We have a purpose to fulfill, a divine destiny as global citizens of the world, which will be the topic later today. And so we breathe that in and know that we're well equipped and supplied, that every one of our needs is met on time, every time by the divine that created each of us whole, complete, and perfect. And if you feel that, just say it together with me. I am whole. I am complete. I am perfect. Even now, especially now. And so I just know that every good thing that is of spirit, of God, of the universe, of the Mother, Father, of the whatever you believe is here and now yours by your proclamation and receptivity to receive it. So I'm going to call forth for perfect and divine right relationships, call forth perfect and divine right family dynamics. I'm going to call forth for abundance in cash and money and wealth. I'm going to call forth for health and joy. I'm going to call forth for divine work, divine sustenance. I'm going to call forth for healing on the planet. I'm going to call forth for peace where there is war, struggle, or strife. I'm going to call forth for healing where there is pain. I'm going to call forth for the manifestation of good, for each of your needs to be met on time, every time. I know it is the divine that placed every hair on your head. Imagine that. And knows every hair on your head. So knows every one of your needs before the last word of any of our individual prayers are uttered. The universe only knows to conspire for your highest and best good and says, yes, 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 you are my beloved in who I am well pleased. Can you feel that? Just remind yourself, I am the beloved in whom spirit is well pleased. This is the truth. This is what I declare to know as true and so. And as we always do each Sunday, we call forth for world peace now. Are you willing to do that with me? We know that peace starts from ourselves, individual. So let's find that place of peace within ourselves. We breathe it in. It's the peace with a capital P, the peace that passes human understanding. It's the spiritual truth of all great teachings, of all world religions. See it now within your individual selves, your individual family units, the family units and spiritual tribes that you've created for yourself to be able to make it through the human condition. We take this peace from our individual selves and our homes to our workplaces to our spiritual center right here and right now. Grateful for the fair that took place yesterday. Thank you so much to Anne and all those who participated. Know that lives have been changed by the truth being revealed in various modalities. The truth shall always have its full sway. That's what I'm proclaiming and calling for. So this peace that passes human understanding, let's see it go through the sanctuary space, through this city that we're in. Beautiful Redlands. Let's surround the university, surround the leaders in the city as well. Let them make good and just decisions for all citizens. We're going to go on all the freeways at the same time, north, south, east, and west. We're going to cover this piece through the mountains. One older newscaster, Jerry Dunford, used to say, from the desert to the sea to all of Southern California. Okay? We're taking it to the oceans and the sand. We're going to take it across oceans, throughout the entire country first, and now through the oceans, to all the places that are in struggle, strife, war, and conflict. There's so many. Do we need to name them? Spirit knows. Let's see some of them in our mind's eye now. The Sudan, Armenia, the Middle East, Gaza Strip, Palestine, Israel, Russia, Ukraine. Let's take a moment and send our peace shield over every city, village, and town in Russia Ukraine from north to south, east to west. And send that same peace shield now down to Russia and everywhere else that's in struggle and strife and war. It's a hermetic seal of good, peace with the capital P. Let only peace enter it. See minds changing with me and world leaders that have a say, that could easily just wake up one day and say, oh, I changed my mind. Peace. 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 That's my decision. That's my choice. That's my free will. Peace. Join me in seeing this. And the shift is made so. So our job now is just to have a grateful heart, to stand on the rock of truth, knowing that it's done, knowing that every prayer ever uttered has been heard and is affirmatively always responded to with a yes. Do you feel that with me? We continue to hold those who have called our prayer ministries. Just say the names of those in your hearts right now in the sanctuary space. It's a safe space. We're going to say Paula for no more pain within the shoulder, Patty B. Gail, no more back pain. Jimmy, as he continues to recover from cancer. And I see amazing miracles right before me in the beauty of the faces of Bonnie, who's easily recovering. See that continue with ease and grace. See that same truth as so for Barbara. See that same truth as so for Rosemary. And when you look into the eyes of these people later, you shall see the magnificence of the healing that takes place for every moment for each of us. That is divine grace. No explanation required. And especially allow healings for yourself this day. Are you willing to allow that? I allow, just say with me, I allow all healings, all manifestations, all demonstrations for my highest and best good. Right here, right now. No delay. It is so. And I invite you to say together with me, and so it is. All right. And now I invite up our Board of Trustees member, Ann Spear, for it's a original.
It is, yes. Yay. Good morning again. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I'm still human. This morning I'll be reading an original poem. The title is called I Could, But I'd Rather. I could complain and remain in bondage, or I could feel gratitude and be free. I could cling to every dollar, but then who would cling to me? I could give it all away, my treasure, my peace, my time, or I could relax and simply remember I am the image of the divine. Abundance is my birthright, like the beach to a grain of sand. I could perceive myself as limitless, or I could restrict myself to plans. I'd rather choose the unseen, the center of the I am that I am. I'd rather witness my soul in action than have no compassion for the part that's man. I am here as a soul in lesson. I cannot make a mistake. For every breath I learn, and every exhale is fate. And when this class is over, I hope you always know the divine will always say, "Well done, child," the moment you get home. Thank you.
Join the joyful celebration. Let the festive time begin. Raise your voice in affirmation. Peace on earth, goodwill to men. Grateful for our friends and brothers. Grateful for the time we share in communion with each other. All the people everywhere. Join the joyful celebration, greeting everyone you meet. Raise your glass in approbation. May the road rise to your feet. May the wind be at your back, and may the sun shine on your face. May the rain fall soft upon you, and your days be filled with grace. With grace. Joyful celebration.
gentlemen, the multi-talented Al Yankee. Thank you, Al. Is it my imagination, or was that in Sister Act as well? Was Joyful in there? Oh, I love
The
that.
song might have been, those lyrics
Oh,
were
I think I love the lyrics. Oh, there was a song like that in Sister Act. These are all your original compositions.
But the song is Beethoven.
Okay, got you. Okay, we can't go better than Beethoven, or maybe can we? Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Al Yankee, everybody. And so, good morning. My name's Brother Mark. I'm a practitioner emeritus. That just means 20 or more years of service to science of mind-based communities. We were in one of them last night, based on your recommendation in Palm Springs. So we got to see the Eddie Watkins Jr. concert. So that was awesome. I saw new people. I think there's new people here, so I want to make sure you feel welcome. And if there's a welcome packet, we can get it. I think some more new people came in, and we want to thank you for that. Today's talk title, does anybody know it? Universal Community. Does anybody have an idea of what it means? I'm going to keep most of the words up here today, but if you have a shout out of a word or two, I'd like to repeat it in the microphone. Universal Community. Lady in the pink? One mind. Very good. Universal community. Anybody else? One heart. Very good. One mind, one heart. Universal community. One. One of one. I love it. One God. Very good. And whatever name for God you have, all good. As long as it's life-affirming, love-based, right? I'm in. What else? Universal community. Individual responsibility. Very good. Because we're the hands, feet, mouth of the divine while we're here, right? And I think that was in the end of your original composition, right? You're saying at the end of that, we're going to get the thumbs up. Wherever our eternality goes, we're going to get the thumbs up. So we might as well give ourselves some grace, some self-forgiveness now. And this place for the divine to have its full sway even more in, through, and as our very life, and in, through, and as our very being.
I heard this that in 20 years or in your life.
Hold on one sec.
I heard this about in your lifetime, the oxygen, the atom you breathe in to your system, the same atom will be breathed in by all creatures.
Oh, very good. Very good.
All living creatures
Very good.
Breathe oxygen.
Universal community. So today's talk title, let me just say this. Whatever happened at the fair yesterday uplifted the space, changed lives, right? I was talking to Rosemary on the way in, and Rosemary had a section 2, right? And did your specialization, right? Which is that past life viewing. So, and then I see, so when you look at Rosemary today, it's a different Rosemary from any other day you've ever seen Rosemary. Probably the same is true for Joe. May I say that? We don't know each other well. I know that you changed lives. Ed said he had an amazing reading. I know Rosemary changed lives. And at the same time, they changed their own life. So let me say this one more time so I get when you're giving your divinity, you're blessed. We're probably blessed even more than the people that we help, at least equally blessed. I see a lightness to Rosemary that I haven't seen. I see a radiance that I haven't seen because it may have been a while, I don't know. I'm just going to guess that you don't do that often. I don't know. I could be completely wrong. At the same time, when I first saw you, I'm like, wow. It was like there was a release of your divinity into this universal community that is forever changing everyone's life. Berlin, is that you, Berlin? All right. So I'm just going to say, this is your place whenever you want it. I love that you're doing whatever work you're doing in the park, right, for meditations. If you want a space here, we'll open the door anytime. It's your center. So you use it however you want to see fit. That is universal community. You take what you have learned in all the places in your life, and you give it back. I think you're feeling what I'm saying, right? If we hold our gifts to ourselves, then what? Let's think about it. What if we hold all of our gifts to ourselves? Like that Hoarders episode. It's like a toy you don't want to share. And at the same time, when you read your original poem, when you sing your original lyrics in your song, and you mix it with Beethoven, or when you're here in October in Lederhosen, that's an individual gift that you're ready to share. It's part of your divinity expressing. And not everybody can handle our divinity. Are you hearing me? Not everybody is ready for our particular brand of divinity. And so those are not our people. They may not understand us. And we don't have to hold that against anybody. We can be judgment-free. We can release that and not need that. At the same time, it's our goal, it's our purpose, it's our divine purpose to create this divine community, right? So are you ready to play some of the video and the photos, David? When you're ready, just let them come up. I'm so proud of our little place. I mean, this little place still has live music. Can you believe it? A lot of spiritual centers have gone to just tape music. They don't want to, I can't imagine that. But most of them do. And especially our size, I don't know of any that have live music. The cold weather shelter in the back, more to be revealed later, I'm sure, an announcement or whatever. That's part of, what's the name of the topic again for today? Universal community, right? We don't know the lives we're changing there. And then when you're seeing the video, can you all see that on the screen? The donations that Gilman and the musicians have made from the beginning of the war in Ukraine are allowing these groups to continue to meet, they're planting peace trees. That's what they're doing. They're choosing to live in a war zone, but focus more on peace. This is our little that church. CRS Redlands. I'm not saying we bought the trees, but we're still contributing money. We still have even more money to send. And it's not a hugest amount of money, but we were one of the first places to actually have money received there. Even though at that time a greater organization had a lot more money, they finally did get that. But it took more than a year. It didn't take us more than, as soon as we got it, we released it. Are there any other still shots too? If you have them, just throw them up. So what they do there that's so amazing is my understanding is that neither center in Ukraine have ever had a full service like we have, from start to finish with an order. But what they do that I've participated in a few times via Zoom that's so amazing is they have experts on certain fields and they meet. And they have this amazing meal. And then they have an expert speak and then they're able to ask questions and they're all together. Isn't that beautiful? And they allowed us to participate before on Zoom in that way. And that was very touching and moving. And so for those who don't know, that's Olga, I think, on the bottom left. So she runs, it's called the Self-Realization Center in Ukraine. Isn't that awesome? Yeah. There's Olga, yeah. So for a while she had gone, I believe, to Greece when the war started and is now back in Ukraine. And they're living through sirens all the time, just so you know. Right? And we do know, right, how fortunate we are here to have peace, to have food. We're going to do in the prayer, if I miss the word, to have all humanitarian aid reach all those, right, with no more struggle. And to have the volunteers not be shot on and killed and targeted. That's reality of what's happening on the ground, right? So, to me, this is like, I could be a ball of tears. I'm going to try not to. There's been times in the beginning of the war where that church sent money and they bought boots. Remember where they sent pictures buying boots for kids so they can make it through the winter. And they visit wounded soldiers in hospitals. They do work with the sentient beings, animals that have been left behind by people fleeing from war. They go to orphanages all the time. And they take people on outings, like specially able people. They'll pick them up and take them on an outing. Is that amazing? In the middle of a war. And so, universal community, right? This is an example of how this 70-plus-year-old spiritual center in Redlands can do this work. Are you not amazed? Let's give ourselves like a little bit of tap on the back at least. Come on. And then the next time you see Or even now, if you want part of your above and beyond giving to go to Ukraine, just specify Ukraine. You know, and the next time we have an event, let's all show up and show out. Bring a friend, tell a friend, fill the place. Let's do even more. Are you feeling that? Because I'm feeling the song, part of the words, it was joyful, joyful, right? And my favorite singers are like when they're not perfect and they don't hit the notes quite right, or like when you hear like a young kid, right? Or you just can't get the note quite right, but it's from your heart, right? When you just say joyful, joyful. Let's just say that together. Joyful, joyful. Let's try to sing it. Will you help us lead that? Let's see. Let's sing that as an affirmation and see how you feel. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't want it to be perfect. You know, and you can even miss a note on the piano. Joyful, joyful. We're going to do that as an affirmation. Ready? Follow Al.
Joyful, joyful celebration.
Okay, let's do it again.
Joyful,
Joyful celebration.
see yourself in everyone.
I see myself in everyone. Let's try singing it one more time. You sing a line, Al will sing it first, and we'll sing it after.
Joyful, joyful celebration.
Joyful, joyful celebration.
See yourself in everyone.
I see myself in everyone.
Witness your divine reflection.
I witness my divine reflection.
Showing that we all are one.
Showing that we all are one. And now the ushers are coming forth. That was awesome. Thank you. So you feel the spot. Thank you. So we can, if we just affirm that instead of try to go get even with the person on the freeway, right? If you want to see where wars start, take the country roads sometime, like to Temecula or Murrieta. I'm like, well, you know, we got to start with ourselves, like just not chase, right? We have to just be at peace within ourselves. That's our first goal. And stay neutral. So many times when I'm up here, a way to participate in a good way is to not respond. Sometimes we have to not respond when we're triggered on things. Sometimes we have to just stay neutral. Sometimes we don't need to answer our phone in that moment. Sometimes we need to pause. And if somebody's offended because we didn't answer our phone fast enough or didn't text back fast enough, sometimes it's not intentional. And some people take it personally. I'm going to say what I think about that. I think some people are walking around looking for the reason to be hurt. No, I want to say this out loud, because you can even apologize to some of the people and they'll come back with a line and you're like, dude, there was never anything your apology was ever going to do to change that person's mind. So go where you feel welcome. Go, and also if you're misunderstood sometime, you don't have to vanish. You can ask a question. Say, how did that happen? How did my phone call get missed? You know, ask questions. And we have to try, one of the teachings too is to not, this is not our teaching necessarily, but to try to not take things personally, right? Isn't that the Buddhism? What? The Four Agreements too, Don Miguel Ruiz. It's that idea, look, we didn't get the phone in time that day. It wasn't like nobody was there. It's just you're not going to get El Jefe that day. You're not going to get the chief. And then the next day, if the chief reaches out and you don't reach back, what's that all about? So I'm just saying there's going to be people, we may even be related to some of the people in bloodlines. They're committed to not understanding us. Let that be. And forgive ourselves. And we'll find the people that will hug us as tightly as I saw a couple people hugging earlier, right? Those hugs are giving us endorphins and healing and love. And we need that. So I'm not sure what more there is to say. I feel like everybody here, you got the idea of this universal community, right? You don't even know all the lives we touch. We don't even know who's watching remotely. We don't even know who our 1,600 plus Facebook friends are. But I will say, send $1. Send $2 and where you're watching from. Send $10,000. Right? We had people come in here before that have trusts and foundations. They were able to gift us the air conditioning unit just because they love what we were doing here. They wrote a check for 10 grand. We had a neighbor one time that had the exact amount of Freon in their garage that we needed for our units during a hot summer, like many years ago. We've been here like 10 some years in this newer rendition of the center. And it was a person that worked for the school district that had for air conditioning units. Is that amazing? And then when they found out, they just said, oh, let me just take care of that right away. So it was no problem. That's part of universal community too, right? That's giving. And the thing is, what would happen if we never give away our good? That was in your poem, wasn't it? I think it was in your original poem about holding on to your money or affluence or wealth. We're meant to be givers, and the same portal from which we give is the same portal from which we receive. Let me repeat that. The same portal from which we give is the same portal from which we receive. So I'm always about this expansion of making ourselves bigger and broader and wider givers. And the way universal community works, and the way Scripture works, is that the more we practice this with faith, it's how we build faith. It's how we go out of fear base into faith. And the universe will find a way to support us in unexpected ways. Eileen says all the time that we should expect our unexpected good. Let's say that together as an affirmation. I expect, declare and affirm, I will receive with willingness and a joyful heart all my unexpected good. Yeah, that can include, like, for the first time in a long time, a tax return, something weird, like that you never expected to get. Whatever. It could be a check. It can be somebody saying, you know what, I love you so much, here's this. And it can be a little token, but it means you're thinking of them, right? It means you're thinking of them. Lady with the hand up in the back.
It's from unexpected and unlimited.
Okay, so I receive my good from unexpected and unlimited sources. And so it is. So that's our prayer. So you know that about gratitude and about, some people will say gratitude is prayer sufficient, right? And you'll look on our 5 steps of prayer. That's the 4th step, Thanksgiving. That could also be equal to gratitude. It's true. And we have to love ourselves and appreciate ourselves and not be waiting to live our divinity when we receive something else. It can't be conditional. Follow what I'm saying. I'm going to break it down just a little. Everybody got it already, I think. Are you okay with where you are right here and right now? So we got to really be grateful about it. Because even if, like, for example, we're unhoused at the moment, we're just a step away from receiving that. If we're in that consciousness of receptivity for it. Okay, let me go back to this. Are you all comfortable, and can you find a space of gratitude, even a sliver of gratitude, for your life as it is? Yes. All right, so let's just say together, I am in complete gratitude for all the gifts and blessings that are mine right here and right now. All right, thank you for that. You guys, I feel you so much that I want to cry and just fall over. So that's really how beautiful you are. If you could, I hope sometimes you could come up here and just feel you, because you're beautiful. And when you say that, you're saying to the universe, okay, now I can receive more. And not, expect your good. And at the same time, make it for your highest and best good right here, right now. It's for your soul's individual expression. It's not for anyone else. It's about you, for you. Right here and right now. You are a blessing, and the divine can only work through you as a vessel to the extent that you allow it to work in, through, and as your very life. Does that make sense? So today, if we do anything, if we have accomplished anything today, I want you to leave here with open space, emptying out all the things we think we know, right? Because we always think we know more than the divine. We think we're, and if it's not the exact way that I set this up, then it's a failure. That's not true. What is true is that Spirit always looks for your willingness through your free will to be a bolder, broader receptacle for it, capital I, to use. Does that make sense? then we can participate in this. Why can I not get the topic right? Universal community. Lady, did you have your hand up in the black? Bonnie. Hold on, get the mic. We'll get the mic over to you. Just don't forget what you were going to say. Is everybody feeling where we're going with all this? Cool. We're almost done for the message, and I appreciate your willingness to allow others to share into the space. It's on.
Testing.
Okay. Since we're, it's a community and everything, I want to invite everybody here, anytime they want to go swimming, to use my pool during the summer.
Amen.
You do not have to call me. Just come through the gate. When you come, you can spend 2 hours. That's it. Okay?
So we have a 2-hour limit at Bonnie's house for the pool
I
party.
want to say something. When we were talking, I have foreigners that live right behind me. They just moved into the neighborhood about 2 years ago. The other day, they came to my door and they wanted to go swimming. I said, yes, you can go swimming.
That's so sweet.
And then I said, don't forget to bring your towels. But then they came back the following week and they go, can we swim today? And I said, yes, you can swim today too. But then, like 8 kids got out of the car. The show, and all these 8 kids came. But then my neighbor came over to me and said, you know what? I cannot believe you're doing this. And she almost took my blessing away. And I said, no, this is my blessing. You can receive it too if you want to give and enjoy they can use your pool too if you like.
That's beautiful.
So I think just sharing what you have,
yes.
It might not be enough, but it's better than nothing. There was a thing on but about your neighbor. This little girl's she's selling orange juice to buy a pool in her front yard.
That's awesome.
And I saw that. So I called the mom and I said, you know what? Why don't we make a tray? Bring me some orange juice and bring your kids to go swimming. You don't have to worry about getting a pool. You can come over and spend time with your kids in my backyard.
Thank you so much for sharing that.
I just want to share that because we all have a gift. It doesn't have to be a pool. It could be a car. It could be anything you could share. People are hurting today really bad.
Yeah.
They can't even pay for yard service. So maybe somebody just go up to a neighbor in the block and say, you know what? I noticed you haven't had your yard service. Volunteer to do their yard. It just takes the little things in life that makes a difference.
Beautiful.
And that's all I want to say.
Thank you so much, Bonnie, for sharing that. So I really do appreciate that, and I love that we're in a place where if something's on your heart, you get to share it. Because we don't need to be lectured at in life, but it's nice to share and feel like you're part of this community. Because everybody has a voice. Everybody has something to share. So if you want to participate in any part of the services and you could show up and you want to do the welcome or the announcements or whatever part, please let us know. And then I'm going to, did you have your hand up, lady, with the pink? Yes, I did. Okay, we need the mic to come to you. I have a few quotes, and I'm going to close the talk right after Rosemary. Wait till the mic is on. There we go.
I just want to say how grateful I am for the platform that we have here to share our teachings, our feelings, our needs in terms of a spiritual life. For me, you're absolutely correct. I don't do what I did yesterday very often. But what it did for me is, and the thing I am most concerned of, is to share the things that I sought myself that created healing and understanding for me. And when we know that there's a better way, and then we're shown that there is so much more to know and see than what meets the eye, then we begin to understand that everyone brings something to the table.
Beautiful.
And everybody brings something. And you end up with a banquet. We had a banquet.
Yes, it's a banquet.
Yesterday.
It's an all-you-can-eat spiritual banquet.
Yes, it was more than we could eat.
That's beautiful.
And it was exciting. It was exciting because we did change lives yesterday.
Very beautiful.
Maybe we didn't change lives, but we changed perspective.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
And I'm grateful for that.
Thank you.
I'm grateful for the plant.
Thank you.
platform.
Thank you, Rosemary,
Thank you.
for sharing. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Ann. Thank you, everybody who participated. Okay, Ed, there's one more in the back, and then one more in the back. And then we're going to go back to the podium.
Oh, yeah, my name's Michelle. I used to come here 23 years ago for 10 years, took all the classes, did everything.
Oh, wow.
But
I'm
then
glad
with-
we're still open.
Yeah, I know. Then when the drama started, I left.
What drama? No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Since then, I became a vegan animal rights activist, and I realized just the cruelty of other sentient beings other than human, and how horrific it is, and how important it is to be vegan, because everything is supply and demand in this world. It's cut demand. And a real good video, if anyone wants to find out about it, is watchdominion.com, DOMINION.
Okay, Dominion, right? Is that what you said?
It says watchdominion.com.
Okay, thank you. Watchdominion.com. Thank you. And then the mic could go behind you to the gentleman in the blue shirt. Did you have your hand up, sir?
I didn't have my hand up. but,
Okay. So
anybody
I'm going to wrap
wants-
it up. I want to wrap it up from up here.
Anybody who wants to come over to my yard is welcome.
He's like, please bring your weeding tools. Okay, so back to me, and we'll close from here. Universal community. Does everybody kind of grasp it? There's other ways to participate. Let me give you a couple. The National Day of Prayer is May 2nd. You can lift up the world, light up the world. There's also, tomorrow I'm going to be leading the peace meditation in Ukraine, 11 a.m. Pacific time. You can get the link from David. So it's 11 a.m. Pacific time for about 15 minutes, and then at 10:30 p.m. Pacific time right now for about 15 minutes. Many people have joined. It's a global community all over the world. About 20 to 30 people or so come in and hold the idea about peace in Ukraine. And we've done that since, I think, a month after the war started there. Every day. It's a beautiful, if you want to see your life change, meditate every single day. So Ann's going to come up after for announcements, right? We have we're going to do offering. And does everybody feel like pretty complete about this idea? So let's see if I missed anything real quick. I'll do a scan.
Say, Mark,
Yes, sir?
just wanted
You go ahead first.
the word geek in me just is screaming at me. So universal community, of course, the root word of each of those is the same. It's uni or one. So it's the one with the one. That's why I said one.
Oh, yes, one.
Yes. So we are just in community. We are one with the one, or just one
So
with one.
I'm gonna do a quote that matches that now. This is from, let's see, Myrtle Fillmore, How to Let God Help You. When we pray together in omnipresence, we lose sight of everything but the one presence. We recognize only the spiritual source of all things. And the full understanding and use of this source is all that our souls have longed for. Do you have more?
No.
I'll match a quote if you give me a word. No. Yep.
Come, C-O-M-E, unity, U-N-I-T-Y, together makes community.
Community. Okay, got it. Community. Thank you for that, Ellen. And so I
That's
want
a
to.
good song title.
There's a quote by Holmes from Spiritual Awareness, page 54. There's a place within us where thought springs spontaneously from the infinite. By inviting divine ideas to enter and express through our consciousness, we can permit the inspiration of the creative genius of the universe to impart new thoughts, to create new scenes, and to enlarge all our horizons. And then I'm going to do a closing. I first should add a scripture from Hebrews 10:24-25. Let us consider how to provoke one another to love and good deeds, not neglecting to meet together, but encouraging one another, and all the more as you see the day approaching. From Ecclesiastes 4:9-12, 2 are better than one, for they shall have reward for their life together. If one shall fall, the other will be lifted by his or her companion, their companion. When two lie down together, they shall be warmth and companion for each other. Two cords bound together are strong, but the third strand makes their union unshakable. From Native American, Crazy Horse, I see a time of 7 generations when all the colors of mankind will gather under the sacred tree of life, and the whole earth will become one circle again. And then I'm going to do a closing with a prop. Actually, it may be too long. If you have your crowns around, see the invisible crown on you? This is from Talia Hunter. It'll be the closing. Sometimes you forget who you are, but then your crown reminds you of who you have always been and who you will remain forever. The invisible crown. Kind of adjust yours right now. The invisible crown that you have worn since birth, that proclaims that there is more to you than this human experience. That there is nothing that exists outside of yourself that can make you more lovable than who you were born as you are whole and complete. And all you wish to ever be or become, you already are. Let's just say together, I already am. That no matter how someone may treat you, you possess the same worth and perfection as before. As your value is inherent and priceless. And every single challenge or obstacle you have encountered, you have made it through. For nothing can ever defeat you at the level of your soul. And so whatever feelings or opinions you receive from yourself or others that do not reflect the truth of who you are, you may release with love. It is easy in this life to forget who you are and where you came from. And so each time you glimpse this crown, adjust yours, you may always remember, and by wearing your crown with pride, you may inspire others to see their own crown and remember the truth of who they are. Do you have a couple bars of a song you want to do, and then we'll do the offering?
Community, community, come find me. I'm here.
And so now the ushers are coming forth. It's our time for giving. It's our offering. Remembering that the same portal from which we give is the same portal from which we receive. So once you make your regular tithes and gifts and offerings, if you want to do extra, there's a clear lucite box in the back. You can go extra. It's going to go this time to our general fund. And our treasurer is here in the white sweater. If anyone wants to know exactly where those funds go. Audrey, what year did your family start coming here to the center? In the 70s. And so we welcome you back as well from 23 years ago. It's a safe space once again for you to be. And if you need to talk out whatever you need to talk out, there are people who understand exactly what has transpired. And at the same time, we always move forward to our greatest and highest yet to be. And so I invite you to take your tithes and gifts and offering. There's affirmation. We can sing it or say it together. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world. And it returns to me multiplied abundantly. That's the truth. And it returns to me multiplied abundantly in unlimited and unexpected ways. And so it shall be.
Thank you for giving, and thank you for receiving, and thank you for being who you are. Thank you for breathing, and thank you for believing, and thank you for being who you are. The universe is flowing with love that's ever growing, and you are a vessel of the head thank you.
The ushers are coming back forward. I invite the congregation to outstretch our hands toward all the offerings received. Know that they come in all week. Isn't that amazing? They come in by Zelle and Venmo, PayPal, and in all kinds of ways, even the mail. Some people still mail blessings in. So we know that these tithes and gifts and offerings received are sufficient to continue the mission of this place, right? Of CRS Redlands for the next 70 plus years. Can you feel it? And we say together, and so it is. Amen. Amen. And so I was just going to say, if you're unable to, what happened? Oh, and so it is. Amen. Ushers, thank you for your time and service. After amen, it's over, except we say ashe, ashe, amen. So I was just going to say, for those watching, if you want to click and do the donate now, or just send us where you're watching from. For those who can't be here every week, there's a form if you want us to do regular giving. Just let any of the Board of Trustees know, Eileen or Ed or Audrey. We're here to accept your gifts with grace, and we'll put them to good use. And thank you so much, everybody. Love you.
Brother Mark wanted me to remind you, if you have any prayer requests, we do have a brown box under the podium here, and we're happy to do a prayer treatment for whatever it is that you would like. So just put it in the box. And we're going to do a few announcements, and then we are finished. Please speak with myself or Ed or Jean after the service if you would like to donate a meal or your time to our cold weather women's shelter. It's still happening. You can go to CRS Redlands Apr frontward/meal if you'd like to just donate a meal. The information's there. I encourage everyone to do that. It's a wonderful experience. Ask David or Holly if you can help volunteer at the farmers markets in downtown Redlands on Saturday. Lovely Holly's over here in the pink. It's a good time, so if you can help out, see Holly. On Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7:30 p.m. to 8 p.m., we're having a book club on Zoom. Yay! The book right now is The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace Wattles and the words of Martin Luther King Jr., and it's hosted by Holly, so if you would like to participate, see Holly. A big thank you to everyone who came out yesterday for the Metaphysical Fair, to our readers. Thank you all for attending, for the community that came out. It was lovely to see everyone. I see some familiar faces here this morning, so thank you guys for coming today. It was a great time, and we were able to, raise some money for the center, so that was nice. Today, after service, from 1 to 3, Phil Courtney is having the Inland Empire Almanac. So if you don't have plans this afternoon, stick around and enjoy the Almanac. Yes, 1 o'clock today. Yeah. Social hour at 1, and the show's at 2 for those watching remotely. The Almanac is a variety show, and they'll have singing and things like that. And lastly, if you'd like to learn more about the announcements, please join us for potluck and snacks immediately after the service. Thank you so much for those who showed up today and for those watching. We love you.
Okay. I used to think I'd always be alone, separate, misunderstood. I spent my days in quiet desperation, but on the outside, things looked good. Then I discovered the error of my thinking, the lie at the base of all my fears. So simple that it turned my world around. Oh, why did it take so many years? Woo! Shake 'em, shake 'em, shake 'em. Now I am walking with my eyes wide